Hey, Sam back here. Welcome to this video for Connect Explore. Now, this is a quick demonstration that I'll do, and then I'll go into who this might be for and why you might want a software like this. This is a software that gives you the ability to find additional interests when you're doing Facebook targeting. So one of the big problems right now for a lot of people over Facebook is when you go in here, you go to target your audience, you're looking for the right audience to target, and you go into Facebook's recommended interests. You can search through them through here, or you might browse, and there's a real limit to the amount of interests that you can really find, and you're not 100% sure how effective these different audiences are going to be. You can see they're actually really quite broad, and then from there you can try and combine a bunch of different interests, and that might lower your targeting, but you still don't know who these people are, whether they're going to be interested in what you're offering, whether it's fitness equipment, whether it's online marketing services. It might even be something for a local business. You don't know whether they're going to like these interests. You can try adding in your own interests and think up interests, but you don't know for sure whether your audience is really going to have an interest in what it is that you're offering. Now, a way to solve this is by getting more targeted. Okay, the more targeted you can get to where your audience is and hanging around on Facebook, the better the chance that you'll have in creating a profitable campaign where you're actually reaching out to the right types of people. And that's what Connect Explore is going to help you do. Connect Explore is available in the Connectio dashboard. It's a new software that Connectio has brought out. Wilco de Cray is the creator of the software. And if we go to projects, we'll be able to see a list of our different projects here if we've started any projects. And the main software is in two parts. So there's an audience search and there's a page search. Now down below you'll see there's a video that Wilco's created that goes into details about both of these different searches. I'm going to give you a quick overview today, but down below, if you want that full demo, you can watch it down below. What you can do here is you can choose from a range of different search extensions. They're available here. Now, if you want to, you can actually create your own extensions, which is a handy feature. So you could actually, if you wanted to, and you knew there was an extension that was relevant to what it is that you're doing. So it might be trainers, for example, if you're in fitness training. So it might be fitness trainer, personal trainer. So you can actually make your own templates for these search extensions if you want to, which is really quite useful. So you can use these over and over again if you want to when you're doing searches over Facebook. Now this first search is searching for audiences. So it's going out and it's searching through Facebook's audiences and it's finding the most, the best audiences for you. Now the example that Wilco does here is nurse and nursemaid. You can actually see here you've got nursing, preschool, and it's got a bunch of different interests here based around those search terms. For me, I'm going to do personal trainer, and I could also combine that with maybe fitness. Usually you'd combine it with something that would go hand in hand, so nurse, nursemaid. It's getting a bit more specific. For this, I've gone a bit more open, fitness, personal trainer. So we'll do a search now. We can tick these different audiences that we want to find associations on, websites on, blogs on, forums, websites. We'll do a search. That is going to find some relevant data for us that we can then use for our campaigns. Now, this particular campaign search is faster than the page search feature. And the page search feature works in a much different way, but let's first of all have a look at this. So we've got our different data here. It's come up with these different interests, and I just clicked the wrong button on my mouse. Sorry about that. Let me take you back to that search. So here it is right here. Here's the interests that this software has brought up. Now you can see there's a lot of different interests here. There's a ton of different interests to choose from. And these are interests you may not have thought about when you were actually doing the search. We've actually found 731 new entries for these different interests that you can use and now target. Now the way that we're able to get this data is through the Facebook API, which Connect Explore taps into. Okay, so it's actually tapping into the Facebook API in order to get this data for us. We can, if we want to, choose to filter out or filter in words as well. So if we wanted to get a bit more specific, we could say that we only want to include words that include fitness in them, and we could apply that filter. We could also, if we wanted to, take out or only target these two search terms because we're not really looking for employers, we're not looking for that type of demographic. We could also adjust based on audience size. So we can actually minimize our audience size or find our perfect audience size through this software as well. Now when you want to, you can apply the filter. And you'll see here that we now have 454 entries. My mouse is still playing up. 454 entries we're able to find as a result of doing that. So you can see that you can get far more targeted with this than you would be able to without the software. And that's basically how it works. Now if we go back here, I'm just going to do that final one again. I've got a really sensitive mouse at the moment. I'm going to adjust the settings on it. It's and it's playing up a bit. So every time I touch on the mouse, it seems to be going back. You can also see there's recommendations that are posted here as well. Physical fitness is a recommendation, and this software allows us to do that. So let's do this again. We're going to go include, and we'll go apply filter. So again, you can apply a filter to this, and you can get a lot more specific. And here is 454 entries. We've now narrowed it down. Now we could select these different interests if we wanted to. We could select which ones we want to use. And you can see here that it's updating this selected right here. So when you're ready, you click on the selection right here. You can say save project. I'll save the project right now. And then you could go apply to ad set. And you can actually add this into your ad set. So let's just try fitness trainer. Save. And let's go apply to ad set right now. Select at least one interest, apply to ad set. Here we go. And we have these available here. So these we can now use in our campaign. We can actually add them automatically into our campaign through here and have this apply the ad set, so it'll actually target our campaign immediately with these interests. If we have a current campaign that's set up, it'll actually use that, and these are my current advertising campaigns I have set up. It'll immediately use that, and it will target if we want to add it to a specific ad set as well. Cool. Or if you wanted to, you could just copy and then paste these different interests into Facebook. That's another way of doing it. Also, you could divide these up based on audience size and choose to target them individually if you wanted to as well. So basically, we've got the data here. We add it into our ads manager through the software, and then we're instantly able to target these audiences. Now, the page search feature works a lot different, and the reason it works a lot different is it actually goes and finds different pages and clicks through to what those pages like. So let me go into Facebook, for example. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab, let's take this example. So we're going to search for lead pages, for example. We'll search for lead pages. We'll go into here, and we're going to look at the pages section. Okay, so these are the pages that have been liked by lead pages. So what we can do, what the software will do, is it'll actually search for lead pages, then it will search through and find all of these different pages, and it will categorize these different pages as interests as well. Now we can choose to remove some of these pages if we find they're not relevant. Google, for example, isn't really relevant. So we would go ahead and we would remove those pages through the search, but that's what we're able to do. So let's search lead pages, for example. We'll add that into our search here. We're just going to search for that. We'll click search, and it's now going to list lead pages and lead pages related keywords in here, and then we can dig down into lead pages. Now this search requires a little bit more time. It takes a bit more time to do it. I'm using a small target audience right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and I'm going to find lead pages. This is it here, Internet Company lead pages. And then if we want to, we can actually go and find those liked pages. So we can search for the pages that lead pages has liked. Or if we wanted to, we could actually show a preview of the page as well. So what we're doing right now is we're actually searching through that icon for the pages that lead pages has liked. It's going to come up with those, and we could select to target those pages and the people on those pages, okay, the people that have liked those pages, as our interests. And that again increases our chance of finding our audience, effectively targeting them, and being able to do a better job in that sense. So it's going to take a little bit of time. What it's doing is it's actually going through Facebook using the API right now. Here we are, we've got our different pages that lead pages has liked. We've dived into these results, the deep dive results. They're here. Only show pages with matching interests, yes. And here we are right here. So these are the different pages that lead pages like. So if we decided to, we could actually go through here right now. We choose the pages where our audience might be hanging out. If we own a page builder, for example, we might do this. Or if we were selling a white label rights to a page builder, if we had something that we had bought, we might target the related interests. Now we could dig deeper as well. We could actually find the pages that these pages have liked as well if we wanted to, or we could just select these. We can go across to our 12 selections, and then we can choose to target these selections. We could save it as an ad group, and we can immediately add it into Facebook again, the same way that we did apply to all or apply to selected ad sets. We could find that ad set, there we are, and then add it into our campaigns that we're running. So if we're running a campaign, we go into this, for example, or one of our campaigns here. If we're running a campaign for our product, we would go into, say, this, and we would then click Save, Apply to Ad Set, and it's going to apply it to our ad set. So apply to ad set, it's then going to apply it to that ad. So you first of all need to create your ads inside of Facebook, click Save inside of Facebook, and then use this software to better target your audiences, and then you can choose which countries you want to target as well. Click Apply to Ad Set, and then it's going to go ahead and apply that to your ad set. Now the final feature of the software is the breakdown feature. Now this is really quite cool. This will give you a exact interest breakdown of how your interests are performing. Now I currently don't have any interests that I've added to my Facebook campaigns, my ad campaigns from the software yet. When you do add the campaigns, it'll actually show a breakdown of how they're performing and the ones you've stopped, the ones that are still going, how they're performing, whether they're working or not, and you'll be able to see how much money you're actually spending, which is really useful on each of these interests. You can see which interests are performing the best and make better decisions based on that. So you can dig even deeper after that. You can find out more about a particular interest, find more keywords relating to a particular interest that's working really, really well. So that's what Connect Explore does. This is a good demo of the software. You've seen now what this does. So who is this for? If you're doing any sort of Facebook advertising and you're looking for your target audience, you'll know that it's quite difficult to do it, and it takes a lot of time right now. It takes a lot of work in order to find that data. Now, this software is connected into the Facebook API, so it's getting this data from Facebook legally in a way that Facebook likes, which is okay with Facebook. So what you can do through the software is better target your audiences. Now, is this going to mean that you'll make a ton of money doing this? No. You need to find your audiences still. You need to find the people that are going to be interested in the products that you're selling. So what it can do is it can lead you to saving a lot of time. It can lead you to the right audience. And if you find the right audience using the software, it can help you make a ton more money for it, okay, if you find the right audience. This is going to find audiences you may not have thought about. It's going to find audiences that aren't currently available and easy to find over Facebook, and that's the real benefit of this software. Finding audiences that your competition aren't targeting yet, finding audiences that have an interest in what you're selling, and getting that in front of them. So if you'd like to get access to the software, it's really easy to use. I like all of Connectio's softwares. You know this, I've promoted them in the past every single time they've come out. The reason being that they're smart. Wilco, the creator of this, I've met him in person a number of times, and he really thinks about what he's doing when it comes to creating his softwares, and I believe this is probably the best targeting and interest software that I've tested out to date. So I highly recommend getting access to this if you're planning on doing any Facebook advertising for yourself or your clients as well. Cool, thanks for listening. This is Sam Baker. I'll talk to you soon. See you.